Greetings and salutations, everyone, again. This week we are previewing or looking at what is going to happen in the second round, round of 32, as some people call it. You'll decide whatever you want to call it. Again, we're going to start at Bafana. Heartbreak. I'll be honest, Josh. What did you think about the game?
I enjoyed it a little bit.
Yeah.
From time to time, we had good spells.
Yeah.
But I feel we lost possession in dangerous areas quite often, and especially going forward, there were a few chances that we could have done a lot better, but it broke down at the last hurdle, basically. Set pieces, defending ghosts.
Yeah, it was harsh.
I feel like they got on the end of every set piece they took, whether it was a corner, a long throw, a free kick. But disappointing from a supporter's view, especially when you're hoping for more. Yeah. And individually, TLB, Kulisa Mutao, Sailor Man, evidence was alright. One big shock was when Relay came off.
It's too early.
Yeah.
It's too early. Like, I'm with you. To be honest, I thought the game as a whole was quite boring, to be honest with you. And then when it comes to sort of tactical overview, I don't know, like I'm with you. Coach's decision to take Relay off straight at halftime felt a little bit too early for me. We weren't really doing enough going forward, and yes, they score, so it's easier to speak in hindsight now. But it felt like keep attacking players on, and there's more of a chance for us to sort of beat Canada. Do you know what I mean? I'm with you though again. Set pieces was where they were extremely dangerous. It felt like they were going to score every single one of them. And then, we were defending horribly. In open play, we were decent. TLP was brilliant.
Fantastic.
Yeah, fantastic. And then, that change to bring on Mbata and then Relay off, I think that's what sort of stifled us a little bit. I thought it was either Sithole or Mbata, not both of them to play together in the midfield for that specific game. It does suck though that my premonition, I guess, no, I'm joking, my prediction came correct that we'll win that game against South Korea, and then out in this round of 32, this knockout game. But obviously a big shout out to the boys, Bafana. That's historical for us to have got through the group stages. Now out, unfortunately. It is very heartbreaking. It's just how it goes. You know what I mean?
And that's not to say like Mbata affected the game negatively.
Yeah.
I would say when he came on, played extremely well. I mean, there was a quote that Pizzo Mosimane said. I don't know when he said. I saw it on X or Twitter or whatever you want to call it, where he said, when Mbata plays, you don't notice that he's playing, but when he doesn't play, that's when you notice what you're missing. Yeah. And I felt like in the first half, that's what we were missing. Tebza didn't really have the game you'd hope he'd have, but then again, against Czechia, brilliant. Is a big reason why we are where we are. So you can't kind of berate him. Same with Maseko. I think he was killing us quite a lot going forward. But you can't berate him. He helped us win against South Korea. He's the biggest reason why we're actually
in that game against
this game. Individually, Ronald Williams, Kulisa Mutao, TLB, and Aubrey Mudiba played brilliantly. Maybe Mutao has like a different Champions now because the last 2 games, brilliant. That guy is a Champions League level right back. I'm telling you now. Subs. Too late.
For us, South Africa. Yeah, I'm with you. I did think, obviously, so he's made a very early sub, so that really Mufukeng coming off, I thought is too early. And then all the others, I think were too late. So someone like Ikram Reyners, it was probably a little bit too late because, again, I'm probably thinking he's gone into his factory settings, Hugo Bruce, and he's playing or thinking a bit more defensively pragmatic. Let's try and hold out. Maybe try and get a pen or try and like snap one in extra time. Try and grab one really quickly in extra time. But for me, we should have brought on someone like Ikram Reyners probably a little bit earlier.
And Moremi.
Yeah, and Moremi. Because Maseko was playing really badly. He said we can't berate him, but I think we can for this game. If we're berating Sitole in that first game, Maseko in this game, he didn't bring what he brought against South Korea for us, you know?
No.
I don't know, it felt like it was breaking down with him every time we were trying to go forward and trying to get a goal. He just felt a step behind. He wasn't in the game like that for us. But I'm with you, everyone you mentioned that played well for us. Bafana was really good. TLB, Mudiba, Kuliso Mudau, Ronan was decent.
I'd like to include Yaya there.
Sitole.
Brilliant 2 games after getting a red card in the first game and a mistake. It's gone from bunker week to potential
player. Yeah. Debza Debu wasn't too great, especially that last stint of that first half. He was really off it. But he's someone that I don't think you can bring off for Bafana because he's got that BMT, that big match temperament. And other people in the squad sort of look up to him. So if he's around and trying to do his thing, everyone else is going to feel like, no, I have to carry on playing. To have a go. But anyway.
Moving on. Brazil versus Japan later. 7 p.m. South African time.
Yeah.
A good game to look forward to. I think it's one of the better round of 32 games that are going to take place. I'm not expecting too much from Brazil though after watching them in the group stage. I personally think Japan will come away with this game with a win. A little bit of an upset. I mean, Japan have been playing pretty good in the group stage. Draw versus Netherlands, draw versus Sweden, and then they beat Tunisia by quite a bit.
Tunisia horrible.
The only African team that did not qualify to the round of 32. But I personally think Brazil don't have it in them. Just after watching them in the group stage, they weren't too convincing. They've got the individual quality.
Yeah.
Vinny, brilliant group stage. Could be one of the players of the tournament if Brazil go
far. But you're saying they're going to be out.
But I'm saying they're going to be out. Japan are very well structured. Defensively, they're compact going forward. Quick on the break. I mean, they've got Ito. They've got Daichi Kamada. Brilliant players. But I think Brazil recently have been sucking.
Yeah, they have been quite bad. I still think there's a bit of a chance for Brazil. It's going to be a really good game to watch in general. You're correct. Japan are a really well-drilled side, well-coached side.
Yeah.
I just think Brazil have been sort of clicking now towards the end of that group stage. They were clicking, and their big players are coming to the fore. You know what I mean? So I think just the X-factor players they've got, I think have got just a little bit too much for Japan. And so I think Brazil will go through. I think Vinny will score 2.
He has been scoring
Brazil
2
will probably win. I think
game.
Brazil will win 2-1. Vinny gets both, and that's how they get the better of them.
It's just my hot take in terms of I wouldn't be surprised if Brazil did go through. It's just one of those like, that's going to be an upset for Brazil if Japan go through. It would be cool. But I wouldn't be upset if Brazil lost. I wouldn't be shocked. But I kind of expect Japan to give them a hard time. They'll give them a good game. I think Japan's slightly better. Go through, but hey. Moving on. Another game later. Germany, Paraguay.
That's going to be a walkover. 1,000,000%. I think that might be another 7-1. Was it 7-1 or Germany? I think that's going to be another 7-1. Germany have been a bit better than I thought coming into the World Cup. And they just kept that going throughout the group stage. So I think Germany go quite far in the World Cup. This game, Paraguay have absolutely nothing for them. That's what I think. I don't know what
against Ecuador, they weren't brilliant.
Great,
They didn't change their lineup much, which meant I think that will be kind of the same 11 that goes into this game. Not really much change. I mean, I'd still say for Germany, Wirtz and Leroy Sané are essential parts on their structure. Although Leroy Sané, I would say you could kind of change him out, and not much would happen. But Mecha, another brilliant factor in their midfield recently. At the back, I think Nico Schlotterbeck is injured. Don't know if he's going to play another game. Was very, very vital for them. And I think you could tell kind of in their last game with Rudiger and Jonathan Tah that it was a bit shaky at times, especially with Jonathan Tah. Didn't seem too comfortable when he was getting the ball. Which is kind of shocking, especially with someone that has played at high levels, Leverkusen, Bayern.
Yeah.
I was quite disappointed in their performance against Ecuador. But that has allowed Ecuador to make it into the round of 32. So brilliant for Ecuador.
It was big. I think, Germany lost against Ecuador. In their heads, they're already through for one. Yeah. So I think it's easier to sort of get your foot off the pedal. And Ecuador sort of needed that result for them to go through. I also think that's the one game in this World Cup where Ecuador actually showed the levels that everyone thought they can bring to this World Cup. Other than that, now in knockout stages, Germany know there's no chance for sort of relaxing or being lax. You have to win or you're going home.
You have to have
and
that
that's
killer
why
mentality.
I think they'll kill Paraguay.
Fair enough. Moving on, Netherlands, Morocco. Big game.
Massive game.
Big game. I think it will be a very interesting game. I don't think either team will walk over the other team. Defensively, I think Morocco might be a little bit loose. They conceded 2 versus Haiti. They went behind against Haiti twice in their last game, winning 4-2. I mean, still a good win, but it's against Haiti. You kind of weren't expecting to be on the back foot twice in the first half. And then Netherlands stormed through Tunisia. I mean, everyone's kind of been doing that recently. I think Netherlands come away with this game. Obviously, I'll say that because it's kind of what I'm rooting for, just because I've watched them a lot. But just to clear up, if South Africa did play against Netherlands, I was going for South Africa. But yeah, Netherlands going forward, they've been doing well recently. Somerville, brilliant. Robbie, brilliant. Midfield has been... I mean,
Gakpo. Mention Gakpo. I know you don't like him, bro. He's been doing well in his last few games.
He didn't have a good game last game, but I mean, there's been news coming out where he lost his child in birth. Yeah. So, or during pregnancy. So, it won't be hard on him.
Yeah.
It's tough times for the family, so it won't be hard on him. But I expect him to score tomorrow.
Okay.
I won't be shocked if he scores. He has been doing quite well. I mean, he did get, 2 goals and an assist in the game against Sweden. So there's that. Defensively, Dutch team has got the best defense in the World Cup, in my opinion. Goalkeeper, not so much. But and Morocco, I mean, Morocco's Morocco. We can see what Morocco does.
Yeah, they're a really good side.
We know what they do at this stage.
Very well drilled as well.
Yeah.
And they've got a few players that sort of have that know-how in big games as well. I personally think at the moment this is probably probably game of the tournament, or
could be.
Yeah.
At this stage.
At this stage, yeah, obviously, as things have gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think just speaking about that Gakpo, I think it's going to be a really difficult game for him. For one, when he's going forward, he's up against Achraf Hakimi, PSG right back. I think he's probably the best right back in the world at the moment, actually. And the one thing Gakpo doesn't necessarily like doing is come back and defend. Hakimi will go all the way to the top every single time. So I think it's going to ask more of a question of Gakpo the other way. Sort of, can you follow me defensively rather than him getting a goal or assist, getting forward. So I think that'll be a really difficult game for him, personally, Gakpo. But yeah, it'll be an entertaining game. I don't think there'll be many goals in this game.
Yeah.
But just as a football observer, it'll be a really good game to watch. I personally think Morocco go through. They just sneak through. Maybe on penalties. Maybe on penalties, yeah, that's what I think.
Netherlands haven't lost in 90 minutes since I think 2006 or 2010 or something like that. So if Morocco can take it to penalties, they probably will. Just going over the Netherlands now. Cote d'Ivoire versus Norway is our next game. Norway, fresh legs. Yeah. They rested their whole team against France. I think they kind of knew they were going to lose. I'm kind of aiming for second place. I mean, you don't go take out basically your whole 11 and hope to beat France.
Yeah.
So they've got fresh legs. I think dark horses of the tournament. Haaland, brilliant. Got Asgard. They've got it sounds like we're from Thor. They've got Odegaard also. Brilliant team. I think they beat Ivory Coast.
I'm with you. I'm in agreement. I think Norway go through against Cote d'Ivoire as well. Although I don't think it'll be as much of a walkover as people probably think, just looking at the fixture. Ivory Coast have actually really been good this tournament. They've surprised a lot of people. No one gave them a look in before the tournament. I think they'll make it a bit more of a game than people think, but Norway will just have that. Erling Haaland will score 2 goals. So Ivory Coast, you need to score 3 to win, which I don't think they'll do.
I mean, they do have brilliant attackers.
They've got decent attackers.
Yan Diomande, Amad Diallo. Their midfield is workhorses, strong powerhouses. So they can do something. I will not be rooting for any African teams because no African teams rooted for us. So I'm going for Norway once again. Moving on.
Yeah.
Next game, France, Sweden.
Sweden.
Big game, but I don't think it'll be as big as it looks like on paper. I think France walk.
Yeah, I don't think it even looks big on paper, to be completely honest with you. I think the biggest name Sweden have was in this game is just the 2 up top. The Victor Gyökeres and Alexander Isak. True, Ayari's been good in this tournament. But again, like I was saying about the Norway with Cote d'Ivoire, I think France will have too much for Sweden. I just think the 2 centre-backs will nullify whatever Sweden have going forward in terms of the Gyökeres and Isak. And then France have way too many names that they'll walk over.
Just looking at Sweden's defense during the group stage, walkover versus Netherlands, conceded 5. Japan, they looked very shaky, and I think France have easily the best attack going into this World Cup. So I think they'll. I don't want to give any score predictions, but I reckon it's like a 4-0.
Is it that big?
I reckon it's quite big. Just because France are ruthless. We saw versus Norway. They didn't even need to score 4 goals to win that game, but Dembele first half hat-trick, brilliant performance. Mbappe 2 assists. Olise another goal. Oh no, it wasn't Olise. It was Desiree Doué. Goal. If you have those type of guys that can come off the bench for you, Barcola, Doué, Cherokee, you can't. There's nothing much you can do to contain a team like that. Still, my World Cup winners will never change unless they lose. Willing to move on?
Yeah, we can move on.
I think the next game will then be Mexico and Ecuador.
I think the Mexico-Ecuador game will be quite boring. I think Mexico go through. Also, I saw something that the Simpsons predicted Portugal and Mexico in the final of this World Cup. And normally, what they predict sort of happens. So, I think there's a slight chance that happens. I don't think either of them go to the final. I think Mexico go through in this game. What do you think?
Same. I would say. I mean, Mexico stormed through Group A.
They stormed through. They were by far the best.
They did not concede. I'm pretty sure, right? South Africa 2-0. South Korea 1-0, and then Bosnia 3-0.
They didn't concede.
Not Bosnia. Czechia. 3-0. So their defense hasn't conceded yet. Attackingly, they've been ruthless. I think they win this game once again. Continue. I'm pretty sure they have this game on home soil as well. Ecuador 1 win in their group stage. I won't even say it was a convincing win. Not to be on their case, but if the Germans had to win that game, I think they would.
Yeah, they would have come to. I'm with you.
So, and they left it quite late. But I think Mexico have the upper hand. I mean, they're playing that game on home soil. The fans will probably majority be Mexicans.
No, definitely.
Which will give a big boost. I mean, fans always help us, even when we play at home. Fans help quite a lot They're more than what you think.
Yeah.
But yeah, Mexico for me. Mexico for you.
Yeah.
Then we've got England and DR Congo.
Yeah. I think it'll be England go through. Yeah, but I think Congo will put up a bit more of a fight. I think they'll approach it similarly to how they approached the Portugal game. Congo, I think that's what they'll do. So it's about who Tuchel, the England manager, chooses, because we know it's going to be a low block, and then sort of England need to try and break that low block down, get goals. Harry Kane scores definitely in that game. He's been brilliant, by the way, throughout the season, and he's been good in this World Cup as well. Yeah, I think England go through without a doubt, but it'll be a decent-ish game. What do you think?
Say I'm going to go with England. I'm pretty sure Harry Kane has actually just surpassed Ronaldo's all-time record of goals in a season.
In a single season,
in a single season. I mean, he's brilliant.
Yeah.
Harry Kane. Went from Tottenham to Bayern. Bayern, he's been killing things. He has the outlet. I mean, he is the outlet. Gets his chances and he buries them. Which is the deciding factor between your good players and your great players. And he is a great player. But then they've also got Jude. Jude is a big game player. Elliot Anderson, who's just moved to Man City. Big game player. I think their defense is solid. Going forward, they're solid. As long as Tuchel doesn't overthink things, I think they beat Congo. Congo can put up the fight. I mean, they put up a fight against Portugal. They nullified Portugal quite a lot. So if they're able to nullify England, maybe they can take this game to pens, and maybe they can actually win the game on pens. We'll have to see.
No, I don't think there's a chance.
Belgium, Senegal, next game, and I reckon the African champs take it. I reckon they take it.
Yeah. Belgium were decent in their last game. 5-1, I think they won.
New Zealand,
it was New Zealand though. But yeah, I'm with you. I think it's a really good game for one. I think Senegal might just pip it. Ismail Assar, Sadio Mane, they've got those sort of names. They might just get over Belgium. It'll be close, 2-1 sort of thing, or extra time goal or penalties. I think it's one of those sort of games. But yeah, I think Senegal will go through as well against Belgium. I've not been convinced by Belgium that much in this World Cup, to be honest.
Neither. And Senegal went into their game against Iraq knowing they need goals for goal difference to get through, because 3 points to try and qualify third place spot, it's not guaranteed. I mean, we saw with Iran getting knocked out, South Korea got knocked out, Scotland got knocked out, they're all on 3. But goal difference played a big part. And they went to Iraq and they said, hey, come here for goals, and they beat them 5-0. And I think if they take that momentum into this game, I know they win this game. Belgium haven't been convincing at all against Egypt. Pretty poor. Against Iran, pretty poor. Kind of the biggest underdogs, but they're never actually.
Yeah, they never come out and show it. Have been waiting for. So
they're always kind of the underdogs in every major tournament, but then kind of always getting knocked out in the early stages, and it's disappointing, especially with the players that they have had. Because they've still got great players, Lukaku, KDB.
But all their great players are aging now, you know what I mean? So it's definitely their last World Cup for all of them. So I think this will be their last game in the major tournament for Belgium. So unfortunately for them, big names, De Bruyne, Lukaku's in them, but it is what it is.
Hopefully they have some upcoming talent.
They do.
Ngoy is brilliant. Ngoy is brilliant. Our next game, we have USA and Bosnia.
I think it's a walkover for USA. USA definitely go through there. Home soil again. And of the 3 host nations, I think USA have actually been the best. Yes, Mexico walked their group, but I don't know. Just watching USA, there's a bit more to the USA side than I think is there with Mexico. In this specific game, I think they walk over them 4-0, 3-0 sort of settings.
It's another team with completely fresh legs.
Yeah, they
rested against Turkey, lost against Turkey 3-2, but I mean, whole team changed, even the keeper changed.
Yeah.
They can actually go quite far. I mean, their players have been doing quite well. Balogun, Pulisic, McKennie. Midfield is pretty solid. Defense is pretty solid. I think they've got a lot of faith from the USA fans alone. Even though they've never really watched that much football, I've seen a lot of stuff on social media where they're starting to actually migrate to the sports and go like, hey, we're liking the sports. Get behind the boys, and once you get behind the boys, it's big momentum. Yeah. It helps a lot. And the fans have kind of just been supporting the women's football because the women's team has been brilliant. Top. So now they get a chance to support the men's. Yeah. Probably, like we said a while ago, their best team. Yeah. Best team ever. So hopefully they can do their fans a solid and give them a reason to root for them.
I don't think they go as far as the women's teams normally do. But I mean, it's a walkover sort of thing.
Yeah. Next game, Portugal-Croatia.
It's a good game.
Yeah.
Portugal haven't been that great. Again, drew in their last game. I guess this game's a battle of Luka Modric versus Cristiano Ronaldo, who will come out on top. I actually think Croatia have a chance in this.
Yeah.
But we'll see. It's exciting, I think. Former teammates, those two, Cristiano and Modric. So.
Modric been pulling the strings in that Croatian midfield, 40 years old.
Yeah.
Big player in that team, has helped them a lot. But I reckon I'd go for Portugal just because of Ronaldo. Austria and Spain.
Austria have been decent, I think, in this World Cup. Spain started slow and then they've sort of come back into it. They weren't great against Uruguay, actually, to be fair. But I think Spain will have a little bit too much for them. I think Spain go through in that game. I'm also hoping, because that's the team I'm supporting in the World Cup. I think Spain go through there. They'll have a little, Lamine Yamal. Alex Baena scored in that last game. Oyarzabal. They've got the names to sort of beat this Austria side.
Spain, for me, I reckon they could go quite far. I hope they don't win. Not for any specific reason, just for fun. I reckon they could get to the semi-finals. I would like to kind of see a Portugal versus Spain game. I mean, that would be a big game. Yeah. Portugal-Spain. Moving on, we've got Argentina versus Cape Verde.
Come on, we both are going to say Argentina to go through here, probably. Although I think the Cape Verde keeper will probably have that sort of big game again.
Which is crazy.
He'll try and stop everything.
Yeah.
I just think, Messi. It's Messi, man.
Messi, yeah.
There's a chance he gets a hat-trick.
Just needs one also. He just needs one chance.
Yeah. I think Argentina go through there.
Even if Messi's not playing, Lo Celso scored a free kick.
He had two disallowed goals as well, Lo Celso.
So, you're not really safe.
Yeah, never safe.
Against Argentina. Who very big favourites to win again. Switzerland, Algeria.
I say the Swiss go through there.
I say Swiss go through there. Algeria actually only made this game because Austria scored in like the 96th minute. Otherwise, they would have played against Spain. When I was watching the game, Algerian fans actually seemed disappointed when Mahrez scored. When Mahrez scored the winner in the 93rd minute. And then they conceded again, and then Algeria fans are celebrating. And I was like so shocked. I was like, why? And then I saw who Austria came up against, and I saw who Algeria came up against. I was like, that's why. Colombia, Ghana.
I don't actually know who I think is going to go through there. That's going to be a good game. I'm going to go with Ghana just because they're from our continent. I'm going to go with Ghana.
African football is entertaining football. So maybe they can give a little bit of a shock to the Colombians. But I reckon Colombia come out with this game once again. Egypt, Australia.
I don't know. I think it's going to go through there. I think Egypt, just because they've got the Marmouche and Salah sort of thing. So I think those two do something, get a goal or two, and they knock Australia out, I think. What do you think?
Same.
So,
I reckon Salah will do quite a bit.
It'd be nice to have quite a few African teams still in there.
Yeah. I mean, Egypt aren't really a great nation.
They're not.
But
neither Australia.
Yeah. But when you've got the likes of like Salah and Marmoush, you're kind of hoping for them to kind of be your saviors.
Yeah.
In a way. And I reckon someone like Mo Salah can pull anything.
Yeah, and if there's a time to stand up, they have to stand up now. Otherwise, you're going home.
So. And I mean, it's probably the easiest game they could have gotten. And their next game would probably be against Argentina. So I do reckon Egypt go through. Will be a big game for them. Now that the group stages are finished, what would your team of the group stage be and your worst team of the group stage?
So my team of the group stage, I'm going with Argentina.
Yeah.
I think they were really good. Knocked everyone out the park, so Argentina. What are you saying?
France.
France, yeah. It was one of the two of them, I think.
You know what? They took 3 wins.
Yeah.
Pretty convincing wins, all of their games. Yeah. And then the worst team bum of the group stage.
Tunisia. Tunisia were horrible. It felt like, why are you even here, in my opinion? So I'm going with Tunisia, bum team of the group stage.
The only African team that did not qualify. Although you have said Tunisia, so I'm not going to say Tunisia. I'm going to go with Uruguay. Especially with it's a big nation.
Yeah,
and they only got 2 points from a relatively easy group. I mean, Cape Verde, I'd expect them to win that game. Again, defensively, mistakes. Muslera out of position for goal. Muslera's probably my bum player of the group stage. Even against Saudi, couldn't break Saudi down. You expect a lot from a team like Uruguay, so that would be my bum team of the group stage, and my bum player is going to be Muslera.
And then for player of the group stage, I'm going with Lionel Messi. I think he's been the top to this point in the World Cup, so Lionel Messi, which is quite surprising because he's quite old now. So I think people would have been thinking the Mbappe's, Erling Haaland or someone from France, but
I mean, 5 goals from the group stage.
Yeah, massive. That's normally the top goal scorer of the whole World Cup, so it's interesting.
And I was saying top goal scorer will probably get around 8. Man, and he's already on 5. So with 4 games to go, if they get to the World Cup final, he'll probably be top goal scorer actually.
So that's all the games for this round of 32 or second round, this first knockout round.
Yeah.
We want you guys to get active on the socials. Watch the full videos on the YouTube. Get commenting. Let us know who you think is going to win all these games. Who you think is going all the way. Which team's going to win the World Cup. Who's going to be top goal scorer.
Player of the tournament.
Let us know. We want to know. Engage with us. Vamos España. My tune's changed a bit. South Africa's out.
Monsoraña.
Cheers.